Fantastic. And I guess what's really interesting about your research then is that all the different organizations that you've spoken to kind of position themselves differently. You've got professional services, which are sort of their model works in a certain way, their employees need to work in a certain way, sort of time is money. You're working with sort of multinational companies as well. What were some of the common threads that are coming out in the research that you were finding?
I think there were kind of two different perspectives, really. There were those organizations, and they were probably the bigger companies who were already used to working with teams from multiple countries, who had already started to make big strides, even before the pandemic, about distributed working, about, working, how do we coordinate teams to come together when they're based in 6 or 7 different countries across the world. So for them, the transition into and out of wasn't as dramatic. And it was still problematical for them, but it wasn't as dramatic. Whereas some other companies who this really hadn't even been on their radar, it was a massive change, both going into the pandemic and coming out of the pandemic. But what was really interesting was the fact that this is still such an important topic. It's on the executive team meeting agenda every month. So, none of them said, we're really happy with what we've got it all sorted. Nobody is saying that at all.